Welcome to Mind Odyssey, where cinematic stories shine a gentle light on the struggles and wonders woven into everyday life. Here we untangle exhaustion, rediscover lost wisdom, and find meaning in unexpected places. If you find these journeys soothing or insightful, consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. Every story helps us find a new way through the fog of modern life. Together. Today we explore the weight of feeling lazy or lost. Is it simply a lack of willpower or something deeper calling for our attention? In this journey, inspired by the thoughts of Nietze and Viktor Frankl, we'll search for what it really means to rediscover purpose when motivation seems worlds away. Let this story reassure you that you are not alone. There is understanding to be found along the path. Chapter 1. The Weight of the Blank Morning. Gray light leaks through a thin curtain. Alex lies still, tangled in blankets that feel heavier than they should. Outside, the city is muted just silhouettes blurring into a desaturated sky. Inside, every movement feels impossible. Alex wonders why getting out of bed carries so much weight, as if any effort is a mountain to climb before the day even begins. Alex's mind drifts between guilt and longing. Thoughts swirl. Why can't I move? Am I just lazy? The world out there goes on, indifferent to this inertia. Quiet anxieties echo from news feeds and friends' pep talks work harder, push through. But under the surface, a subtle ache asks, what am I pushing toward? Is there really something waiting beyond this gray morning, or has the meaning quietly slipped away? Alex turns on their side, listening to the hush of the city, no urgent calls, just the faint sound of distant footsteps. This pause, heavy but familiar, is not simply laziness. It is a gentle tug from deeper currents, asking a silent question, what if this feeling is not a failure, but a signal? As new light creeps across the room, the story of purpose, disconnection, and awakening begins to stir. Chapter 2. Shadows of Meaning. Alex drifts through the city as dawn settles in, the cold pavement whispering beneath quiet footsteps. The faces Alex passes are marked by invisible exhaustion, eyes dulled, shoulders weighed down by something nameless. It's as if a silent fog has crept over everyone's, spirits blurring clarity and hope. In this gentle haze, Alex begins to sense a shared longing, a search for meaning hidden beneath daily motions. Each stranger tells a story without words. Alex notices a young artist's hands, paint-stained but idle, clutching a sketchbook never opened. An elderly man sits at the edge of a cafe, gazing at his cooling coffee, lost in the ache of memories. People seem adrift, going through routines with a heaviness that cannot be explained by tiredness alone. There is a weight in the air roan of lost direction, not mere fatigue. Flashbacks flicker for Alexa's half-finished song, a friendship left in silence, dreams once vivid, now distant. The city seems full of similar echoes, passions abandoned, laughter grown faint. It's easy to mistake this haze for laziness, to believe that energy is lacking. But beneath the surface lies something deeper, a quiet sorrow born from forgotten purposes and fractured connections, haunting the streets as Alex wanders onward. Drawing on the wisdom of Nietze, the narrator guides use explaining that when people lose sight of their why, the world's burdens become too heavy. Viktor Frankl reminds us that meaning is the flame that reignites our will, even in darkness. The stories around Alex reveal that true weariness springs not from laziness, but from drifting too far from what matters most, when our hearts do not know where or why to anchor. As Alex moves deeper into the city's pulse, the truth becomes more distinct. People are not truly lazy, but lost groping for significance in a world that offers endless distractions but scarce direction. This chapter invites us to look past the surface and see the wandering, searching spirits beneath. It asks us to wonder, what happens when meaning fades, and how might we begin to rediscover it together? Chapter 3. The Turning Point. The city awakens beneath a hush of early light as Alex wanders quiet streets, shoulders heavy, steps slow. Suddenly, he notices a burst of soft color ahead. A street artist stands by a wall, brush in hand, painting hope into the morning. The mural blooms with gentle vibrancy, each stroke quietly insistence that beauty can emerge even when everything else feels gray. Alex hesitates and watches, captivated by the transformation happening on the brick canvas. The artist glances over, their eyes kind, and offers a smile. Their exchange is simple, a comment on the color, a brief laugh about the city's weather, but underneath, it feels like something more. Trees a warmth there that cracks open. Alex self-doubt just for a moment, letting possibility seep in. Curiosity stirs within Alex as he notices the care in each painted line. The artist explains that the mural is a small act of hope for anyone passing by, an invitation to pause and notice what's quietly beautiful. Alex listens, struck by how this simple act of creation seems to reach beyond motivation, hinting at something deeper, the search for meaning in even the most ordinary moments. As the conversation trails off, Alex continues down the street, but the gentle encounter lingers. The feeling of connection, however brief, begins to unravel his sense of isolation. The mural's colors stay with him, subtly shifting his thoughts from helplessness to the idea that perhaps he's not missing drive blood, rather, he's longing for purpose. The seed of this reflection quietly takes root. The narrator's voice returns, soft and reassuring. Feeling lost, they explain, is an utterly human experience. It's not a personal failure, but a sign that the heart is searching for meaning. In Alex's chest, curiosity awakens a fragile hope that questions are part of the journey. The street artist's mural, a small act of defiance against grayness, marks the start of Alex's path to rediscovering. Chapter 4. Rediscovering Purpose. In the quiet stillness of his apartment, Alex feels a gentle urge to open an old notebook. Pages once abandoned are now invitations. He begins journaling, letting his thoughts wander through memories and forgotten ambitions. Each word on the page is a soft step back to himself. The world outside remains calm, city sounds drifting through the window, as if the city itself is holding its breath with him. Alex realizes that seeking purpose doesn't mean waiting for a flash of inspiration. Instead, he sips his coffee and starts a list, reaching out to an old friend, sketching a simple drawing, or just noticing sunlight splashed across the floor. These small acts, he discovers, hold quiet power. Purpose emerges not as some distant thunderclap, but as a series of gentle ripples, each one awakening something within him. He allows himself moments of vulnerability, writing about doubts and the ache of feeling lost. Rather than hiding these feelings, Alex sees them as companions on the journey. By naming them, he strips them of their heaviness. The act of reflection transforms restlessness into gentle curiosity. He learns that meaning often grows in the shadow, silent and unnoticed before, softly brightening the edges of daily life. Gradually, Alex feels a shift. He sends a message to a friend, and that small connection feels like a beam of sunlight warming his chest. He makes space for creativity, not to impress, but to express. And a quick sketch is enough. Each day, these gentle routines quietly stitch together a sense of belonging. The city, once draped in gray, begins to shimmer with tentative color, as if echoing his reawakening spirit. As Alex continues, he understands that purpose is a slow awakening, not a destination. There are still gray mornings, but they're now tinged with hope. By embracing ordinary moments in his own humanity, Alex feels lighter, steadier. He doesn't need all the answers, just these small steps. With each gentle act, color and meaning seep back into his days, until even the city outside seems to smile with him. Chapter 5, A New Dawn Within. The city stretches and sighs beneath soft sunlight as Alex steps outside. The horizon glows with gentle gold, carrying a quiet promise. In Alex's chest, a steady warmth grows motivation, subtle but present, stirs within. The air is cool but inviting, the sounds of waking life blending with hope. This moment feels like the beginning of something meaningful, a gentle invitation to move forward. Alex takes a slow breath, letting the morning fill him. The struggles of yesterday linger, but a new thread of purpose weaves through his thoughts. The city around him hums with possibility, footsteps echoing on damp pavement, laughter drifting from open windows. For the first time in a long while, Alex senses he is not outside of life, but stepping back into it, each step guided by a spark rediscovered within. There is no sudden clarity, no dramatic revelation. Instead, Alex finds quiet motivation soft, steady, like the light that slowly melts night away. Purpose returns in simple intentions, to see, to feel, to move forward without needing every answer. The city, alive in its daily rhythm, reminds him that progress often starts in the small and unnoticed moments. Being lost was not a flaw, it was just a turn along the road. Alex realizes his journey does not require grand gestures. Change, he learns, is often carved out through gentle choices and persistent hope. With every step, he finds comfort in the knowledge that losing and finding oneself are both part of the same dance. He begins to understand what matters is not how quickly you find your way, but that you keep moving, one sunrise at a time, guided by the promise of something more. As the story closes, remember, being lost is not the end, but the first step toward rediscovery. Like Alex, you can embrace uncertainty and allow new purpose to grow, even if it feels faint. Let hope be steady, not pressured by urgency. Know that practical wisdom and gentle self-compassion illuminate even the foggiest paths, inviting you too toward your own dawn of renewal.